Welcome back, folks. In the last episode, we got our Oldsmobile Omega-Seville Radical Custom all painted up. Again, thank you to Kat and Ideal Auto Paint Solutions for helping us out. This thing turned out way better than I ever could have imagined, and I can't wait to get this out in the sun, which we're going to be doing in this episode. That's right, we're going to get this thing all unmasked. We're gonna do the final assembly. We got some new chrome to go on and some wheels and tires, and yeah, it's gonna look pretty darn amazing. So Well, it's starting to come together, but we're not quite at the luxury stage yet. It's just, it needs something. And to me, nothing says luxury like chrome. And I know chrome is very expensive. So stay with me here. I got something that I'm going to show you that's going to change your whole world. I have a solution that's affordable, attractive, and better than real chrome. Did you guess it? That's right, we are using Kyle chrome. Check it out. Went to Canadian Tire there and bought out everything they had. We got some thicker stuff and we got some thinner stuff as well. So we can really press this thing up. Now, before we go off all willy-nilly here, we want to actually mark it out. So we're just going to use some plain old masking tape here. Now we simply take our Kyle chrome and it has an adhesive backer. We're just going to peel a little bit of the protective tape off there. Just get her started. Okay, now we're going to peel off a couple inches and then we're just going to let it hang down there, and then we're going to apply it here to the front, just like that, just like that. Okay, now we don't want to go and do the whole thing all at once. What we want to do here is we just want to string it along now. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on here just to hold it. Just to hold it. All right, now we'll just take her and string it down the door. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, make sure she's not twisted on you. And you can cut this stuff with scissors, unlike real chrome. Like to see somebody do that with real chrome, you know? Yeah, good luck. Okay, we got her. Now, we're just going to line it up to the bottom edge of the tape here, okay? So, we'll just go like this. Just put her on there. Oh, what the heck are you sticking here for already? Not what I want. Getting ahead of ourselves here. Don't want that, don't want that. No, no, no. Why are you so sticky? Hey? Not supposed to be sticky yet. Alright, now for the fun part. We just, again, be mindful of our edge here. We want to make sure we follow that all the way along because we know it's straight. And we'll just take our little, remember this? Remember this little guy here? Yeah, okay, we're just going to take that and we're just going to pull it little by little. And I just apply some pressure here as we're going along, make sure she's sticking. Alright, now once you got it tacked on, you just want to take your hand and run it right down the side there. Make sure she's stuck on there good. Don't want this coming apart on the highway. Perfect. We'll peel this off. We don't want to leave the tape on here too long because the paint is fresh. That'll leave a mark. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Now, next part here is what separates the men from the boys. This part is real tricky. What we have to do is we have this style line, body line coming through here, and so we can't just carry the trim straight across because then it won't flow. So we need to create some sort of a line here. And again, we're just going to use our masking tape to kind of mock that up. Start into here, and then just work it along. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball what I think is going to look good, and then we'll have to stand back and just kind of take it in. This will take 2 or 3 tries probably. Perfection takes time, folks. You just want a gentle curve. You don't want to go too far into it there, or it looks weird. Nailed it on the first try. Yes, I did. When you got it, you know. So, just going to do the same thing over again here. Peel off a couple inches off the front of this here. And then tack her down, tack it away, just like you're welding. Okay. Now, same deal with the tape again. We'll just run it along this line here. Gonna trim it off now. Back again, remember this? Peel it off. Well, I'll be honest with you there, she's looking a little plain. Not quite luxurious enough yet, but don't you worry, we can fix this up real good. Well, what we're gonna do now is just take some more of this chrome here. This is the beauty of this stuff. What we're gonna do now is just take some more of our Violkyle chrome here, and you guessed it, huh? Yeah, we're gonna double it up. Yeah, there you go. See, the beauty of this stuff is you can double it, you can triple it, you can quadruple it, you can even, whatever the word for 5 is, you can do that too. You can put as much of this on as you want. You can do the whole side of the car if you're so inclined. Now imagine if I had spent tens of thousands of dollars getting some billet machined piece of trim all done up for the car, and then I get it and stick it on here and it doesn't look right. I'd be looking pretty silly, wouldn't I? Be out a few $1,000s too. So this stuff's 20 bucks a Canadian Tire. Boy, you can just peel it on and off as many times as you want. You can change up the look once or twice a month, depending on whether or not you're wanted by the cops. And you can just, boy, let your imagination run wild. And isn't that what building a custom car is all about? It's not about quality. It's not about anything like that. It's just about using your imagination, making your childhood dreams come true, and getting lots of attention on the internet. Beauty of this is we don't even have to tape it on first. We can just use our original piece of trim here and line it up to that, and we're good to go. Can't believe nobody's thought of using this on a car before, you know? We're ahead of the pack on this one, I think. Change in the game for sure. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about the fender here. We're gonna do something a little different on the fender, just to kind of break it up a little bit, add a little bit more detail. One thing that I know about tasteful design is that more is always better. When you think you've done enough, do more. Okay, so we're gonna end it right about here, but we don't want to do just a vertical cut. We're gonna do a cut at a 45 to give it a little bit of an interesting look. I'll zoom you in later. Sorry, Trixie had a rough night and she's not around today, so we had to improvise here. So I'll just bring you in later to get a better look. Oh, beauty. Okay, now we gotta continue it on here. We don't wanna just leave that edge there, that's gonna look sloppy. So next one, up here, we are going to end it right about here, right here. So we'll just come back in here and we will plonk this on you right about here, yeah. There now, isn't that an interesting design feature? You don't see that on your grandma's Nova. I know what you're saying. Well, Kyle, that looks real classy and all, but the blue chrome doesn't really go well with the color you chose and the red interior. And well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here that a lot of people don't know this, but this Vinyl chrome, it actually comes with a protective coating on it to protect it while it's on the shelf at Canadian Tire. So before you go to the car show there, this is kind of like white wall tires. They come with that blue on them, similar idea. But before you take it to the car show there, you just take it and peel it off and reveal your beautiful vinyl chrome underneath. That is satisfying, eh? Boy, does that ever look sharp, hey? Remember, next time you're at Canadian Tire, don't forget to pick yourself up some of this stick-on chrome. It's good stuff. Just tell them Kyle sent you. Oh, we got the trim on and it's starting to look good, but the old rims on this thing are whack. So we're going to have to upgrade our rims and tires, which means we have to move a whole bunch of stuff around. Great. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And longtime viewers will remember that I was planning to save these tires for the chicken truck project, but good news on that front. I also found the perfect set of wheels and tires for the chicken truck because nothing says timeless 1950s custom like 14-inch Walmart radials. Absolutely perfect. I'm so pleased with how these look on here. And luxury, timeless 50s custom. You know, it's just all coming together for us. Anyways, one glaring issue here is you'll notice these horrific Camaro rally wheels, which are wildly inappropriate on our luxury car. But don't you worry, I have just the ticket for that. Well, anyone who knows anything about cars at all knows that there's nothing more luxurious and timeless than a set of wide white walls and wire wheels. You know, it just takes you right back to the 1930s, which were, you know, again, kind of paying tribute to that era. So I think these are just absolutely perfect. Let's put them on. And in keeping with the 1930s personal luxury car theme, we have a beautiful set of full-length running boards. Well, we're still not quite luxurious enough, so it's time for some hand-laid pinstripes. Sorry guys, I usually don't like being watched while I'm pinstriping. I get a little nervous, so maybe we'll just skip this part. I don't know why people make pinstriping out to be some kind of a lost art. It's really not that difficult. All you're doing is just making lines on a panel. Anybody can do this. All my life, I have searched for an automobile that feels a certain way. A luxury car that fits in with my lavish lifestyle. And I'm too much of a traditionalist, I know, but an automobile has just got to have some sense of dignity. What I need from an automobile, I know that I get from this new Omega-Seville. I could ask for nothing beyond the thickly cushioned luxury of seats available in genuine Saskatchewan sealskin. I request nothing beyond the quality of workmanship, the tastefulness of its appearance. Yet, it is on the roadways where the Omega-Seville best answers my demands. Powerful, like a gorilla, yet soft and yielding, like a Nerf ball. I have much more in this small Oldsmobile than a great comfort at a most pleasant price. I have great confidence for which there can be no price. In Omega-Seville, I have what I need. Great news, everyone! We now have t-shirts available in our merchandise store to commemorate this wonderful automobile. To start out, we have the Oldsmobile Omega Preservation Society t-shirt. This shirt is specifically for all the people who were upset that we cut up and butchered that classic Oldsmobile Omega. Now you can buy this t-shirt and let everyone know that you're on Team Oldsmobile Omega Preservation. We've also made two shirts of the completed car. The first version here is the Omega-Seville shirt. And here's version 2, my personal favorite, another Omega-Seville shirt. We also got some excellent news here. Previously, all of our shirts were being printed and shipped from the United States, which was fine for a while until various shipping companies and postal services decided to go on strike, and a bunch of other stuff happened, and it became very prohibitive for anybody outside of the US of A to buy a shirt. So for all of you who bought a shirt outside of the US of A, I appreciate your patience with shipping and everything. I know it was taking a long time to get stuff and whatever else. So we've now improved that for these new shirts. I have finally figured out, after a lot of trials and tribulations and suffering, how to get these shirts a little bit more accessible worldwide. Now, if you're one of the 80% who are in the US of A, nothing will change for you. Everything's going to be the same, so it won't affect you. But the shirts will now be printed and shipped from the USA, the EU, Canada, the UK, Australia, Japan, and Brazil. Depending on where you are in the world, at least according to how I understand this will work, the shirts will be printed and shipped from whatever area is closest to you. Also, these new run of Omega and Omega-Seville shirts are going to be available in more sizes. Our previous shirts were only available up to 3XL, and these shirts will now also be available in 4XL and 5XL. So got a little bit more size availability as well. Now, as of right now, we only have the shirts that I just showed you for sale. I am going to slowly, possibly re-release some of our older shirts, but as of right now, the older shirts are going to be out of stock until I get everything switched over, which is, again, quite a tedious process, but maybe by Christmas we'll have everything back available depending on demand and whatever. But wait, there's more. anyone who buys a t-shirt from my store in the month of July or August of 2025 will automatically be entered to win this amazing Oldsmobile Omega-Seville prize pack. In September, we're going to have a draw, and anyone who's bought a t-shirt this month, July or August of the year 2025, could win this amazing Oldsmobile Omega-Seville prize pack. We have the original owner's manual and a bunch of other crap that was in the glove box. This looks like some safety garbage and some warranty stuff. And we have this Brougham badge that must have fallen off the car at some point. And we also have this super cheesy stick-on Oldsmobile emblem. So you'll get that. And the keys to the Omega-Seville. That's right, these are the real deal keys for the Omega-Seville. Now, they no longer work for anything, but you can tell your friends that you do in fact have the keys to the original Omega-Seville as seen on Carter Auto Restyling. So there you go, keys, and we have the original rendering of the car, complete with a bunch of the classic custom mixed gray-green boat metal flake color. I spilled some on there, so you can, there you go. See that? See all the sparkles there? That is the exact color of the car, minus whatever sunk to the bottom of the paint bucket. There you go, original rendering, and it has in fact been signed in crayon by the original artist. There is your Omega-Seville prize pack. Anybody who buys a shirt in July or August of 2025 will automatically be entered to win this, and we'll have a draw in September. And just to make it fair, there are a few people who bought some of my other shirts this month, July. So those folks will also be entered to win this prize pack, whether they want to be or not. But just to keep it fair to them, I didn't want to leave those folks out who already bought a shirt this month. And again, thank you to everyone who has bought a t-shirt from my store in the past, present, or even the future. It's very much appreciated, and it helps me a lot to continue working on these projects like the 1936 Chevy truck behind me and the chicken truck. We are back working on the 1936 Chevy truck. We've been making a lot of progress. I can't show you right now to spoil the surprise or whatever, but there will be a video coming on this truck soon, and we are still planning on driving it this year. That's the end of my sales pitch. Let's get back to the show. Would you like to experience personal luxury at its finest as well? Well, I have wonderful news for you. I'm very excited to report that we are going to be going into production of these beautiful Oldsmobile Omega-Sevilles. Yes, that's right. You too can own your own personal luxury car. Not only do you get excellent craftsmanship and timeless design and style, but it's at a very reasonable price as well. The price starts at $1.5 million per conversion. And of course, you must supply your own Oldsmobile Omega for the conversion. For a small additional fee, we will also perform this conversion on your Chevy Nova, Pontiac Ventura, or Buick Apollo. The wait time is currently 10 to 15 years per conversion. I've set up a spot on our website, www.carterautorestyling.com, where you can place your pre-order. I suggest getting in line now, as the wait time will only increase the more orders that we get. Payment is required in full before we begin the conversion. So don't wait, jump on board today and experience luxury and timeless style for yourself. Now, I did notice in the old mouth breather comment section there that there was a few people who were concerned about the lack of taillights. Well, let me explain this to you. This is a personal luxury car, not just any old personal luxury car, but a futuristic personal luxury car. For the last 25 years or so, modern vehicles have not been equipped with turn signals according to my observations. And in the last 10 years or so, I've noticed several modern vehicles don't even have taillights at night anymore. So this is just kind of a continuation of that, because I do feel we're going to get to a point where we're so advanced that we don't have taillights at all. So we're thinking ahead here with this design. I know it's a little too progressive for some folks, but you have to be progressive if you want to get ahead, you know? And so I think we made the right choice to eliminate the taillights entirely. I also noticed there's a few jealous haters that have started to tell me that I never finish anything. And since the start of this channel, I've always been very transparent about how much work I plan to do to a particular project. When I start that project, and you have to actually pay attention to the videos, but sometimes we just do metal work, sometimes we do an engine swap, but to me, a project being done is achieving the goal that we set out at the beginning. So if the goal is to do an engine swap and we do an engine swap, then that project is completed. If the goal is to do the rust repair and we do that, then the project is done. If we do a chop and that's all we wanted to do, then the project is done. If you're here for Concours quality Pebble Beach full frame off nut and bolt restorations, or Riddler cars that are one-off, you know, completely hand-built and everything is fully detailed out, then you are watching the wrong channel. Now, in the case of this car, we actually achieved more than I set out to do. And I originally just wanted to do the chop, and I wanted to do the Seville conversion in metal, and that's maybe put some primer on it, but that's about as far as we were going to go. But I am extremely fortunate to be surrounded by people who are just as deranged as I am and encourage this kind of behavior. And thanks to their help, we were not only able to do the chop and the Seville conversion, but we were able to do a beautiful two-door conversion. I'm not going to open it. You've probably seen me do that. Actually, you know what? I can't help myself. This is just too good. It's just the greatest thing, really. We've done a two-door conversion. We did a bumper tuck, and we did all the body work, all the prep work, full paint job, complete repaint, custom side trim, wheels and tires, hand pinstripes. Not only that, but the factory windshield and the factory back glass still fits. All we did was sink the back glass into the package tray, and we did all of this in the time frame of 2 weeks. That's right, 2 weeks to do all of this work. The major modifications and the paint job were done over the course of 3 days. The rest of the work was just all the little detail work that, you know, going to the store and getting materials, or just, you know, sanding and just, you know, all the thankless stuff that goes into a car. But 2 weeks, we did all the work to this car. So to all the people saying I never finished anything, what have you finished in the last 2 weeks? What have you finished in the last year? What have you done? So there you go. Total transformation in 2 weeks. Just wanted to give a big thank you to the following people. First, Scott from the Cold War Motors channel on YouTube for driving all the way out here and spending 2 days, pretty long hours, helping me customize this thing. He also donated a whole bunch of materials to the project. So huge thank you to him, and make sure you're all subscribed to Cold War Motors. He has an excellent channel on YouTube here. I would also like to thank Kat from Kat's Crazy Customs for coming out here, spending his Saturday here, helping me paint the car. Not only did he help me paint the car, or actually he painted the whole car himself. I just kind of watched and provided words of encouragement. But Kat, absolute champion, and he also donated a whole pile of materials to help get this luxurious paint job on here. So big thank you to Kat. And of course, we can't forget Ideal Auto Paint Solutions in Saskatoon for donating a lot of the materials again that went into the paint job. huge thank you to those guys for supporting this project. And if you are in the Saskatoon area and you need paint or body shop supplies, please head to Ideal Auto Paint Solutions. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy your materials. Those guys are awesome, so thank you again to them. Thank you to everyone for watching, and thanks to everyone who unsubscribed and left a nasty comment or a positive comment or whatever. I appreciate all of you, and now that this project is done, we're going to be back on the 1936 Chevy truck. We're going to get the engine, transmission and rear end all fitted into it and continue working towards making that into a drivable project. And for all the people saying I don't finish anything, that is another project that is going to be finished this year. And by finished for that, I mean running and driving and roadworthy. So thank you again, and we'll see you again soon.